We get on the plane. Okay. We're leaving New York City. We are like ravenous for a man for you. Okay. I am like, I will find her dick. So we sit down, you guys, and Lauren and I are sitting next to each other. And I see
on the airplane.
And I see this guy that is in the last row in first class. And he has this like Michigan t-shirt on. He has kind of hair like Matt's. It's like rustled and hot. And it's like, oh, like I'm like, this man is a vision. Okay. I turn to Lauren. I grab her wrist and I say, Lauren, back right corner, prospect. She gets up. She looks up in her bin cabin. She's rustling through her fucking luggage. She sits down. She goes, he's the most gorgeous man I've ever fucking laid eyes on. How do we fucking get me in and around that asshole? Now,
we recruit the flight attendant.
Flight attendant comes over to hand us our Bloody Marys. We said, get in here. He was a gay ally. Okay. He turned to me. He said, bitches, what do you need from me? I said, you need to go back, right, left corner. Back, right, left. Hello? You need to go back corner, right side. And you need to find out if this man has a ring on.
Is he fair game for me?
He goes, he walks back. The flight attendant, such a fucking homie, goes, girls, there's no motherfucking ring. Lauren and I are like, boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're in. Now, here's the thing about being on a flight and seeing a hot guy. Mm-hmm. That is, to me, like one of the coolest fucking opportunities of how you could meet your potential husband.
You started planning the speech you were about to give at my wedding if like you orchestrated this and like we thought I was going to marry this guy.
Because we started to get so excited because we're like, this is so cool. Like, and I want to validate every single person. I hate when people preface it being like, oh, how did you guys meet? And they're like, we met on a dating app, or like, we met on Instagram. I know, so embarrassing. It is not embarrassing. That is literally the most common way to meet people now. So first of all, it's not embarrassing. However, there is something obviously in you that's like, how fucking cool to meet someone out in the wild. Like, that's fucking ideal and cool.
Yeah.
So we're starting to picture this. And I'm like, you meet your husband on a plane. You guys hit it off. You then all of a sudden get like, this is magic.
Yeah.
So we start strategizing, Daddy Gang. And I suggest you guys do this if you see a fucking hot person on a plane. I get it's also easier when you have a friend with you. If you're solo, it's a little intimidating. Yeah. Lauren and I decide you need to write your name and your number on a napkin, and we're gonna have the flight attendant bring the napkin over to the guy
and my seat number, so he like could like know it was who to look for.
We decided we were gonna do it like with an hour left in the flight because this flight was like 5 fucking hours. Mm-hmm. And then we start stressing out because you were like, Alex, I don't look the part.
We were hungover as fuck because we were out until like 3 a.m. the night before. I'm in like a sweatsuit. I have not an ounce of makeup on.
We were like, pretty puffy.
I literally was like, do we ask for ice? And like I like ice roll my face with like ice from like the plane.
We look fucked up. And so we just kept Harold the dog going. And Lauren goes 1 minute, gets up into the cabin, gets her makeup down. I need to post the fucking videos that we took.
I'm
from
like
this
giving
day.
myself like a full beat like on the plane.
So Lauren starts contouring and she's contouring it up and she's looking so gorgeous. And I'm looking at the highlight.
It wasn't my best, but it was better.
No, you looked gorgeous. Okay. And she's highlighting and all of a sudden on the loudspeaker, we hear, thank God we didn't take like a sleeping pill. Over the loudspeaker, we hear, everybody, we're going to have to deboard the plane.
At first, I thought this was a disaster because I'm like, my husband's getting away. But then...
And then I realized, hold on, Lauren. We're deboarding to get back on board, okay? This man is in the Delta One pods, which means he will be going to the Delta One lounge. We're going to go to the lounge, so we'll be able to almost like congregate with him and we can follow him. So everyone gets up. We get all of our stuff. Lauren's finishing her lip liner. And we beeline it to try to stay as close as humanly possible to this man as everyone is deboarding the plane.
We have a tail on him.
We got off the plane and he stopped at the desk to ask the agents if he goes back to the lounge, will they be able to give updates to the lounge? And something just came over me where I was like, I'm now seeing this man in his height. This man was like pushing 6'3", 6'4".
He had some nice like joggers on, some like athletic sneakers,
a little
like,
athletic top.
Maybe he was like an athlete in college.
Yes.
Like
he was giving athlete dick. I was in it for Lauren. So I shoved my way forward without even like thinking what I was going to do. And I put my body right up behind him. So when he turns around from the desk talking to the woman at the kiosk, I will be right dead center there, almost to the point where he makes physical contact with me. He turns around and almost bumps into me. And I go, oh, hey, what did they say? And he looks at me and he goes, oh, if you're in, and no, this was when we knew he eyed us, because he was like, oh, us, if you're in Delta Lounge, we can all go back to the lounge. And I was like, oh, really? They said that? And he goes, yeah, so we can go. I said, amazing. Lauren then, just wanting to make any contact, comes in. She goes, sorry, what did they say? I'm like, bitch, you're standing right next to me. You just heard what he fucking said. But she wanted to make contact with him. She's like,
I wanted him to hear my voice, feel my presence.
He said the same thing to Lauren. We go, okay, great. He starts walking to the lounge.
Fast. He's walking quick.
He was beelining it, which we didn't know why, but eventually we learned why. He's beelining it to the lounge, almost like running to the lounge.
We're on like a light jog following him. So like the lounge is big. So we're like, we can't let him get too much distance because like we can't let him go to a corner of the lounge and we lose him.
The lounge is like bigger than the fucking airport. At JFK, Delta One Lounge, Jesus fucking Christ, that thing is a fucking giant
Metropolis.
So we are running. And then as we're running, I'm like, Lauren, we look so creepy. If he turns around and sees us running, like, why are we running? So we tried to be very covert, very undercover. We get to the lounge. And there's a man at the front, and he starts speaking to the man at the front of the lounge. So we immediately stop with him again. And I don't know if you guys have ever had this, but whenever there is a flight that has been delayed or something going on an airline, you start to bond with the people around you, right?
You're in it together.
You become so cozy and comfortable. It's almost sad when you leave after the flight because you were in this battle together. That's what we were trying to push on this man. Like, I want this man to feel like we are his literal friends by the end of this. And he hopefully wants to fuck Lauren.
If he needs a shoulder to cry on,
we're here. So he turns to the guy and he's like, we're good to go. You guys will give us updates. And the person at the front of the lounge was like, yes, you're good. He goes, great. I got to rush. Do you know where the TVs are? I have to watch the football game. So naturally, I'm standing there, not a clue in the world what football game is on. I'm like, Taylor Swift, Patrick Mahomes. He's like, I gotta watch the game. Where's the TV? And I'm like, we're
trying to watch the game too. Actually,
we're like, where is the game on? And he literally goes, oh, you guys want to go? Yeah, where's the TV? I'm like, yeah, I really need to see this game. What quarter is? Are there quarters? Yeah, what quarter are we in? And so they like point us to the TV. This man beelines it to the TV. We start making our way to the TV as well. He places himself down. We look at each other and we're being so fucking creepy.
We need to reel it back.
We now know where this man is sitting. Let's go at least to the bar. You guys, this is where the story takes a turn for the motherfucking worst, okay? I would say an hour goes by.
And we're like building it up in our heads more and more. Like, I'm gonna
completely
fall in love.
We're like, he went to Michigan. He's smart. He's attractive. He likes football. Oh my God. You're in a fantasy league yourself, Lauren.
We thought maybe he'd be coming on like our New Year's trip with us.
Completely.
Like, we thought it was gonna be sparks flying.
Every 30 minutes, we had to go check in with the gate person. And he kept going over and Lauren would walk over with him. She comes back over. She goes, hey. It's getting a little more flirty. Every time I go back over, it's progressing.
We were making bets.
We are making
on when the flight would leave.
We're making progress. I'm like, you're literally getting fingered in the bathroom tonight. Like, you are actually entering the Mile High Club, and I will be cheering you on. All of a sudden, our friend we run into at the airport, shout out Aubrey. Aubrey walks into the airport, and we're like, Aubrey, what are you doing here? I've got a flight at 11 o'clock at night. Aubrey, we found
my husband,
Lauren's husband. She goes, where is he? I want to get a glimpse of him. Because I say, this is one of the most gorgeous men you've ever seen in your life, okay? We go, he's got a Texas hat on, a Michigan shirt on. Go find him.
He's in the back corner. Yep.
She giddily saunters off. And all of a sudden, she comes back. And the face of happiness and excitement that she left with, she returns looking like she just saw a dead body. And I'm like, what's Aubrey, what's wrong? Lauren's like, wait, did you see him? And Aubrey goes, I have really, really, really upsetting news for you both. And we're both like, what? Do you want to say it or should I say it?
She goes, girls, Lauren, I'm so sorry, but he's gay.
No, in this moment,
we were like, no. There's no way.
No, because
no way. Like what? Like you have a great gaydar or something?
You know, I was like, this was full fucking flirting, I think, but maybe it was just
flirting.
No,
I was laying my moves. We were making contact. We were making bets.
Or was it just like him being a nice person because you wanted information on the flight? I don't know. Maybe we're also like dick drunk where we're just like wanting to find you anything that we're literally. And it's
we said, like, what's the proof? We needed proof.
So we said, Aubrey, how do you know he's gay, sweetie? He's watching fucking football over there. Like,
he's got a Texas hat and a Michigan sweatshirt. That doesn't scream gay to me.
Yeah, like, come on. Like, he's like hitting. Yeah, come on. She goes, girls, I stood behind him as he was watching the game, and he was scrolling and scrolling and scrolling naked men on Instagram and zooming in to their pectoral muscles and their V lines. And Lauren and I are dead silent, you guys, and we go, well, maybe he's a casting agent.
Maybe he's a talent scout.
Or like maybe he's a talent model scout. Like, we don't know. And Aubrey looks at us like, you dumb fucks, shut the fuck. And we're literally like, there's no fucking way. But everything that had like been built up into this moment, you guys, we couldn't accept that he was gay.
So we sent you in.
So I sent myself in, and I'm like, I need to see it for my own fucking eyes. Like, I at that point literally thought Aubrey was fucking with us. So I go to find him, and I can't find him. And I'm like, fuck it, I need to go pee. Let's go pee. I walk to the bathroom. He had changed locations. And you guys, I see it for myself. I walk over, and this man is still scrolling. Gorgeous men. Hot, sexy, chiseled. They look so fucking hot. But they're men, you know what I mean? And Lauren has a vagina, and it just wasn't gonna work. So I come back to Lauren, I go, yeah, he's gay. Hi, Daddy Gang. Thank you so much for watching this video. Keep in mind, that was just a little clip from the episode. If you want to watch the entire full video episode, it is linked below. It's the first thing in the description. Go watch it. It's a great episode. Love you all. I will see you next Wednesday.